All right, hi, how are you?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great. Could you do me a favor? Could you state your name, please?
Anthony Stewart.
Okay, what is your acquired name?
Okay, you've said that before, acquired name. What do you mean by acquired name?
Well, I mean by, okay, at birth you were given a certain name.
Yeah.
But you made some decisions later on in life that caused your name to change. What was
Anthony Muhammad.
Anthony Muhammad, okay. And how long were you actually in the Nation of Islam?
7 years.
7 years. What was
7 years registered.
7 years registered. Okay. So, what position did you have?
I was a lieutenant.
And what exactly does that
A lieutenant basically teaches and trains all the soldiers and stuff that come in, or the brothers that come into the mosque. He shows them how to do everything the captain gives the order to teach them to do, from dressing to how to approach people, how to present the message, how to be responsible, and quite a few things.
Okay. Things that they should, that
every man
should know
how to do.
Gotcha.
So.
And what actually led you to the Nation of Islam? Did you grow up in it? Which obviously you didn't.
No, I didn't grow up in the Nation of Islam. I came to be in the Nation of Islam. I was locked up out in the street while doing my thing. But I guess you can say in the military streets, because I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Getting locked up in a Japanese prison. Like I said, I was doing some crazy stuff. And a friend was a friend. No, actually, before I was being transferred over, there was a guard there at the prison who gave me 2 books, The Message to the Black Man and the Holy Quran. And he said, hey, take these, you'll be all right, So anyway, those are the first 2 books that I got. And so when I got to the Japanese prison, they allowed me to have 2 books, do knocking on the window, oi, don't you do nihon, like which books do you want, which 2 books do you want? I was like, I told them, and they had a translator. They wouldn't get, I wrote them down. They went and got the books, and those are the books I started reading. So before I got transferred to the mainland prison, I was in a county Japanese prison called Naha. So I was there for about 4 months before they transferred me to the mainland prison. And for that 4 months, I was just reading those 2 books. I ain't had nothing else to read, you know what I mean? And they don't really have a whole lot for you to do at the county prison other than make paper bags and stuff, and pretty much that's it, you're reading. So after that, then I got to the mainland prison, and I was there for 3.5 years. So during that time, I kept studying Message to the Black Man, the Holy Quran, and then of course I came to have the ISIS papers, Structuring Black Civilization, and so many other books. It'd take a minute to even name all of them, but that's how I got into the mindset of trying to understand more about black history and things like that. So I kind of went more towards the nation because of it's like the history went back further in the nation, of what they were saying. Okay, who is the original man? Let's start from when God first materialized himself into human form, or however it came about, that first man, the original man, that was God's person here on this earth, and or God here on earth. That's who you're supposed to be. Let's go back to that, when all these other religions and whatnot wasn't really trying to go back to that original point,
Right.
And then they gave like this perfect description of that original person. So anyway, it's like, man, they have you so amped on who you are from the beginning, your origins and all like that, that you are in the mindset of I can do anything. Right. If I'm God. I should be able to manifest things. Now I might not have the same muscle power as God so far as being able to make things manifest, but if I start lifting weights, if I start lifting my spiritual weights, if I start lifting my mental weights, I can do pretty much whatever it is I desire to do. So, that, and just giving me an understanding of what was going on out in the world, I got a better understanding from the perspective of the Nation of Islam. So by the time I got out, I was deadlocked. Okay, I'm going to a mosque. Yeah, I read about some of these other groups and other organizations, and I was familiar with the Moors. I was familiar with Hebrew Israelites and Maitic teachings, or Kemetic, Nile Valley teachings and all like that. But the Nation kind of gave me a, far enough back, all the way up to a modern presentation. Okay, we're in this modern time now, so you should dress this way to fit this area and standard that you're in. When people see you like this, they're gonna take you serious, because you gotta do business. You there, it's the most formal dress. You got to talk about the suit and the bow tie and all like that. It's like, dang, okay, that makes sense, So anyway, the Nation pretty much then they had a dietary law, how you should eat. It was like a very well organized body. I'm like, man, they got their own newspaper, they got their own stores, and they like acquiring farmland, they doing all these other things like that. That's what I need to be down with. A group that's doesn't just have a bunch of talk, but actually has work to do it. So yeah, it was a wrap. That's where I was going with the Nation of Islam. So.